Because in California, anytime somebody makes a domestic disturbance call, anytime the police come out to a domestic disturbance incident, somebody's getting arrested. That's the law. So whether you called the police and they came out, you just wanted to teach the spouse a lesson, someone's going to jail. Because if somebody does not go to jail and the police leave and something happens, that's going to fall on the police department. So for liability purposes, they're going to arrest somebody. And then ultimately, the DA is going to decide whether or not they're going to file charges on your San Marcos domestic violence case. Now, the most important part of your domestic violence case is prior to charges being filed. Now, what is the typical San Marcos domestic violence case? The typical case is police come out, you're arrested, you're hit with a $50,000 bail, which is a felony. You bail out, you have a court date coming up in about 7 to 10 days at the Vista Courthouse, 325 South Melrose. That's the most common San Marcos domestic violence case, that we get here at my firm. So what's going to happen is from the time you're arrested and you bailing out and you're watching this video, you need to get an attorney on board so we can try to convince the DA's office not to file charges against you. Now, what does that mean? Dodd, they've already charged me. No, they haven't. You have not been charged yet. You were arrested. You were booked. You then bailed out, and charges have not been filed yet. The police officers just make a report and they're going to give it to the DA's office, and ultimately it's going to be the DA's office who determines whether or not charges are going to be filed. And this is where we come in, the attorneys. This is where we try to intercept it, right? So just imagine, you get an attorney on board, we're going to be right away in contact with the DA's office in hopes that you and I will never have to meet at the Vista Courthouse. Never. We will never have to meet under those terms. And the goal is that you get your case rejected and dismissed prior to us even going to court. Now, everyone always says, well, Dodd, what are the chances of that happening?